age when cricketers look forward to playing the game, they are nurtured, taught, and given the wisdom of learning the tricks of the sport from their coaches. However, as their career progresses, talented ones get to represent their country in different formats. Some also go on to become captains. But sometimes, not every cricketer ends up getting along with their country's head coach. In this video, let us take a look at those instances wherein cricketers and coaches battled off the field. Number 1. Ramesh, Powar and Mithali. Ramesh has been re-elected as the coach of the Indian women's cricket team in May 2021. But let us rewind a little. Ramesh's last stint as head coach of the Indian women's cricket team didn't end in the best of circumstances. After India's exit in the semi-finals of the 2018 T20 World Cup, he was involved in a public clash of words, tweets and leaked correspondence with ODI and Test captain Mithali. Back then, Mithali also wrote a letter to the BCCI alleging discrimination. Ramesh had hit back, asserting that Mithali threw a lot of tantrums and created chaos in the team. Following that episode, Ramesh's contract was not renewed further and W.V. Raman was appointed as the coach. With the recent development of Ramesh being reappointed, the committee members brought up the previous episode of Mithali. Commenting on the same, Powar seems to have said that he has no objection in working with her. Number 2. Greg Chappell and Ganguly. Coach Chappell wanted Saurav to step down for the benefit of the team in 2005 when the Indian team was touring Zimbabwe. Before the first test, Ganguly asked Greg whom he should choose between Yuvraj and Kev. Greg said both should play the game and he should step down from captaincy and sit out from the match. The feud started from there. Ganguly was ready to leave the tour, but he opened the Pandora box in the press conference as he said he had been asked to step down. They were hurried to patch up. But as the series ended, Chappell sent an email to BCCI which was leaked to the media. Chappell said that Ganguly was not mentally and physically fit to lead the side. Ganguly was later stripped off from the captaincy and dropped from the side for the ODI series against South Africa. An angry Eden Gardens crowd booed the Indian team and cheered for the opposition as a result of this. The seeds of distrust were sown, with the final chapter being the 2007 World Cup in the West Indies, where India was eliminated in the first round and Chappell handed his resignation letter. Number 3. Kohli and Kumble. The controversial episode of Anil Kumble's exit as India's cricket coach after a fallout with Indian skipper Virat Kohli shocked everyone. According to a report back then, an email suggested Virat Kohli played a significant role in Kumble's ouster and frequently worked behind the scenes against him. The email also suggested that Kohli frequently sent messages to the then BCCI CEO Rahul Johri. Kumble resigned in June 2017 despite being part of a team that has lost just one out in the 17 tests during his tenure. Anil Kumble said his relationship with the skipper was untenable. Number 4. Mike Hessen, Ross Taylor. Former New Zealand cricket team head coach Mike Hessen wanted Brendan McCullum as the captain of the national side. The incident happened after Ross Taylor's match-winning performance against Sri Lanka in Colombo. Taylor's innings helped New Zealand to draw the series 1-1. But after the series, Taylor threw a bombshell in the press conference. Taylor said Hessen had asked him to step down as a leader in all formats. But Hessen changed his mind after the series. Belittled Taylor resigned from captaincy and opted to take a break from cricket. However, Hessen later clarified that he asked Taylor to step aside from limited over formats and continue as Test captain. New Zealand cricket offered an apology to Taylor, who returned to cricket in February 2013 under the captaincy of McCullum. Number 5. Peterson and Peter Moore. The pair began their journey with the 4-0 ODI series win over South Africa, but then things started to change after the 2009 grueling India tour. In January 2009, ECB sacked Moore while Peterson had to step down from captaincy as criticism riddled him. Peterson's captaincy lasted only for 3 test matches and 4 months, but Peterson opened the can in his autobiography. The England batsman used metaphors to describe Moore by stating, "Woodpecker tapping on our heads all day, every day, and a human triple espresso." Kevin also felt Moore was obsessed with stats and meetings. The English Cricket Board called back Moore when Peterson was exiled, but later Moore was sacked for the second time. Which one of these fallouts do you think was the most shocking? Do let us know in the comments section. For more videos, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Crick Tracker.